I reckon this is one of my favourite dishes of all time, Hainanese chicken. I remember being in Singapore, I had it for breakfast, lunch and dinner. I'm exaggerating. I certainly ate it a lot. Actually, there was a wonderful man, Fatty Ming. He actually cooked it on the show. Now, in those days, he was pretty young. You know, he would have been early 20s, and he reckoned in the restaurant that he worked in, which specialised in Hainanese chicken, he reckoned he'd served 1 million portions. Maybe he was exaggerating, but he served a bloody lot, that's for real. Anyway, the point of the story is this is my version, so it's a bit different than his, I have to be honest. But first of all, it's very essential that you make a nice stock. And so what I've got is I've got the bones from one chicken because I want the breasts. So I've taken the breasts off that. And I've got some chicken wings, which I also bought. And I've also got here the Marylands, if you have a look there, which is the leg and thigh. Now, I'm cooking those in this stock. And the reason I'm cooking those is because beautiful for chicken sandwiches and, you know, chicken salads and things like that. So it's not part of this dish, but it will be brilliant. Trust me, would I lie to you? And we're just going to cover that with water. We're going to add some fish sauce to it, decent few slurps, and also some Chinese wine and a few star anise. Last but not least, some spring onions. Now I'm using the green parts for the garnish. So I've used the white part, the bottom. The thing about this is we simmer it gently, for about 30 minutes, I reckon. And I'll put it up there, and then I'll go to the pub. Wouldn't that be nice? Now, my stock is looking good. Now I've got 1 cup of basmati rice, which I have washed. And on top of that, we then add 1.5 cups of that stock. So I'll remove those Marylands, which are for my chicken sandwiches tomorrow. Put a lid on and keep it warm, because we're going to cook our chicken breasts in that. Rice can go on. Now the rice is pretty simple. You bring it to the boil, give it a good stir, then you turn it right down, cover it, cook it for 12 minutes, then turn the heat off and leave it for 5 minutes. Now the chicken breasts went into that stock for a gentle simmer for 5 minutes, and then cover them tightly, or cover the pot tightly I should say, and leave them for about another 7 minutes. This is the way you end up with the most tender, beautiful chicken. And don't waste the stock, guys. Keep that. Seriously, beautiful stock. Now this is not traditional, so Fatty Ming would never have done this, but still, I am doing it. So 3 tablespoons of peanut oil and the equal quantity of teaspoons of sesame oil. What I've got here is chili bean sauce, and we've got here the green part of the spring onions finely chopped. And to that we're then going to add, which we can do now, a good teaspoon of that chili paste, also a good knob of ginger and a couple of nice plump cloves of garlic. Let's just mix that in. As you can see, it's getting very hot, which is exactly what I want. What we next do is pour that over our spring onions. Just mix that in really well. You don't throw it into the pan because you don't want those to cook as such. And what we next do is grab a plate and grab our rice. Some chicken. This is the most beautiful way to cook chicken. You don't have to make stock. You know, if you're wanting to for sandwiches or anything, or a salad or anything like that, just use water. Now I don't know whether in Singapore they'd approve of my variations, but I can tell you one little thing, and I really can tell you, oh boy, that is bloody beautiful. So maybe Hainanese chicken rather than oh, I like my jokes. That's a real dad one, isn't it? And to go with it, a Pinot Gris, light and fresh, will go perfectly with this. All right, guys, now that is good. All right, good tucker. As I said, maybe not terribly authentic, but it tastes damn good. Guys, to show your support for my channel and to keep in the loop, subscribe. It's easy to do, and don't forget, it's free. Okay, cheers.